Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us bring our attention on our left heart. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am a pure spirit. Let us bring our attention on Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly bless us with thoughtless awareness. Now let us listen to Shimataji's speech.
Yeah, for a puja, as you know, because they say in the West most of the pujas take place and they never have a chance. That's why I'm going to India. And Navratri starts from the 4th. I hope in these 9 days you'll clear out so many of your chakras. Of course, I'll be working on them, but you have to also cooperate. Watch yourself, find out what's wrong with you. Why the different chakras are catching. Now the attitude that we have towards ourselves and towards others has to be now changed in these new circumstances and in this transformation. The Sahaja lifestyle is not a system, you know that. We don't want to create any systems, any norms in Sahaja. But what we do here is to transform ourselves into selfhood, into the spirit state. By that, we change our attitudes. If our attitudes are not changed, then we have not achieved much in Sahaja. The attitude first should be that we have to know that we are on the giving end, not on the receiving end. If that happens to you automatically, spontaneously, then you have achieved it. But supposing it does not happen, then you have to be on the watch out. First of all, you must feel the joy of being in the Sahaja. If you cannot feel the joy, then there's something wrong with you, something wrong with your heart. Heart is not clean. You have to clean your heart. If you think of your past all the time, or past of others, then it's a wrong attitude completely. You have to be in the present. And the gloom and unhappiness, all these things are signs that yet you have not become your spirit. The attitude should be, what joy I can give to others, what I have given to others. And the giving is such a great joy that it cannot be surpassed by any other joy. So one has to think, what did I do for others? How did I help others? How much love have I given others? How much understanding I have of others? Unless and until you develop that kind of an attitude, you cannot enjoy life. People think enjoyment depends on others. The atmosphere is bad, I'll be happier in India, not here, very common. It's not so. If you are fully aware that you are the spirit, you can enjoy all the other Sahajogis which are here. So a person who cannot be collective shows that he is yet very much to be developed. It is not how much you have studied, what personality you have got, what kind of education you have had. That's not important. How much you can enjoy in whatever may be the circumstances, that capacity shows your identification with the spirit. You can see me, you have seen my life, how I can adjust myself to any circumstances. 1001 thing I can do without getting worried about it or upset about it. I'm not saying that you can achieve all that, but still, you should have your ideals before you. Now the part where we fail is that we start finding faults with others. This is the worst attitude. That makes you angry because we think you are in charge of everything. I've seen people going on the road, they see Say, for example, a funny person passing through, or they find somebody who is not very wearing a proper dress, or maybe he is walking in a funny manner. Immediately they get angry, as if they are the policemen, as if they are in charge of the road, as if they have to correct the whole world, and as if they are perfect. In Sahaja Yoga, if you try these old tricks, you can never be happy. Here, you don't have to see those things. Just close your eyes when you see any defects of another person. Such a person is always an angry person, because he finds the whole world is after his life, or he finds that he has to get after the whole world. One of the two. It's a funny existence. It's a very disgusting, frustrating existence, where you are all the time either angry with others or angry with yourself. This anger goes on multiplying. And once it goes on multiplying, then you become nothing but a mountain of anger. With the slightest touch, you get angry. Then they say this is our conditioning. It's not. This is what you have gathered in this lifetime. It has nothing to do with your previous lives or anything. Nothing to do with your bhoots. Now, this one common thing in the West is, this is my bhoot. As if to have a bhoot is a very big honor. In India, nobody would say that. Nobody would accept they have a bhoot. Because to say you have bhoot means you are a nonsensical person. How could you have a bhoot? That means there's something definitely wrong with you. You're a weak person. There's something missing in you. So one has to understand the attitude towards life is to be like this, that you give others joy, not find faults with others. This attitude has to be completely changed, of finding faults with others. Now, finding faults with yourself is also not necessary, because every day you are changing, every day you are blossoming, every day you are evolving. So it doesn't help to find faults with yourself. Like many people tell me that, mother, I'm a very miserable creature and I don't know what to do with myself and this and that. And I've been always like this, I've been always an unhappy person. What is the need to be like that? If you have been like this, you have been stupid fool. That's what you have been. By God's grace, you have everything. What is there to be miserable like that? From your childhood, I have been like this. So what? If you have been from childhood, you have been a stupid fool. That's what. It doesn't give you a better place in society if you say it is from my childhood. Get rid of it. So complaining like this all the time, that you see, I'm good for nothing, I'm a failure, I cannot fit into this. We have no norms, I have told you. We have no norms. We have no systems. There's nothing like it should be a Georgian house or it should be a Victorian house, and if it is not, then it is fussy. That's not in Sahaja Yoga. There's no pattern set for Sahaja Yogis. But what is said is that you are the spirit. You are free people. You are yogis. You are kings. Not like these modern kings where even their dress is decided by parliament. You are free. You are free people. Free people to understand what makes you happy and what makes others happy. So respect the freedom of others. To be overpowering on someone, to all the time say, oh, this is it, asking 100 questions, not necessary. I've seen myself, people torture me like this. Like I went to a place, say there's a lady who comes to look after me, very sophisticated. So she'll ask me, mother, will you sleep on the right side or the left side? I said, I don't know. What? Why was it necessary? No, I would like to know which side I should place the lamp. I said, whichever side you place, I can turn round and put it on. Then she'll ask which side, soap, which hand you use for the soap. I said, whichever is needed. What is so great? She said, but then I should have put it on the left or the right. I mean, I'm not a machine that I go to the left only. I can go to the right as well. And she pestered my life. I told her that, please, will you please, now do not make me into a computer. Will you please go and leave me alone? I can manage myself. So this kind of a system we don't have. We are not to computerize ourselves. We are free people. This is one thing we forget. We are free people. When we are free, we respect the freedom of others. And we enjoy their freedom as we enjoy our own freedom. This is very important principle of Sahaja Yoga. That you do not put your things onto others. Now, for example, it's a very common thing. I can see your vibrations, you're very bad. That's no good. If you feel somebody's vibrations are bad or anything, try to be away from that person. It's different. But you need not say that to that person, because that curbs the personality of that person feels hurt, and then that person goes to another person and say that, all right, I can see the vibrations, you have very bad vibrations. Then it will say to the dog, it will say to anything. That's not the way to make it cheap like that. You shouldn't talk like for vibrations so cheaply. Let me see your vibrations. You are not to judge others' vibrations. Better judge yours. Have you understood your own vibrations? Have you corrected yourself? But that doesn't mean, again, you condemn yourself. Mother, I've been catching throughout my left agya what to do. Why can't you get rid of it? It's very simple. Left agya is the easiest thing to get rid of. You know the mantras, you know what to do. You can get rid of it. But no, you see, that's a kind of an indulgence. Also, some people have, oh, I've got a left agya, then everybody should worry about that person, sympathize with that person, bring candle, burn his clothes, burn him, burn everything. And then they start crying, oh God, what is this? This is the habit which has come from history, I should say, that we have had parents like this, we might have had grandparents like this, must have had someone like that who, and also now we are following their footsteps, and we must have read some novels of that kind where we must have seen some people are all the time miserable and we want to be miserable like them. We might be just trying to become like them. See, just a miserable creature because I read in a novel that such and such person, like in Wuthering Heights, somebody was a very unhappy person, so I'm becoming like that. Now you are not in the times of Wuthering Heights, now anybody is writing about you, nothing. You are a normal Sahaja. These are all abnormal characters which are being painted just for you to see these are abnormal characters. Now immediately you become identified. So all these identifications are just justification and is nothing but a means of troubling others. That's all. They are so boring, such people are extremely boring. You don't like them, really. People just run away from them because they think these people are all the time bothering us with their own personal nonsensical things or some sort of an identification they have, or they read some book, immediately they become that. How can you become like that? But why can't you become the spirit which you are? All these misconceptions, misidentifications, misappropriations are to be given up. We have to take to reality, we have to take to truth. And truth is joy-giving. Now the word, as I said, problem, is a recent word in English language. They never had it before. I tell you, in geometry only we used to learn when I was young. In geometry only there was a problem. We never had a problem otherwise. Now there's a problem. This is not a thing one can eat. This can be soaked. Who brought this one? This is too much. To expect me to eat this, it's rather too much. Hard boots, I must say. So when we laugh, we should laugh aloud. Open. We are free people. Now there should not be a laughter which is signed by some Elvis Presley or someone that you should smile like this, only 2 teeth must be seen and this should be. That's not for surgeries. They are mukt. They laugh. They smile the way they like. But what I find is, so many people, you see, just to show me that they are very happy, are just grinning at me. I say, what's this? Is a booth grinning or you are grinning at me? Which one is? So, you see, it's a natural, spontaneous, bubbling joy that should be seen on the faces of surgeons. Now, if you want to take, say, a simple example, I'll tell you, I went one day climbing up a very high hill with my son-in-law and daughter. And there was a big temple there, so we had to go there. It's called as Palitana. And by the time you go there, you really get absolutely sick because 3 miles you have to walk and go. So we went and sat down, we sat down. And then suddenly I saw all the beautiful elephants. They were made in the stone, and every elephant has a different type of a tail twisted. When my son-in-law and my daughter-in-law were absolutely fed up, and they were sitting there somehow waiting for the water to come in. And I said, look at these elephants, you see how they have done it. Every tail is differently twisted. He said, Mommy, this is the limit at this time. How can you see the tails of the elephants? I said, this is what I see, because just now there's no water, so better to see the tails of the elephants. And that's how you feel better, you feel younger, you feel happier, you feel dynamic, you can do 10 things without bothering us. But it's a human nature, I think, to show off that you are extremely unhappy, to gain some sort of a sympathy. That little work you will do, and 10 times you will tell that, oh God, I went down to the shop and then I climbed up and then I went to the counter and then I bought this and then I had to pay the money, then I had to... Look at the children, that's what it is. Children are enjoying it because they know they do like this. All these nonsensical things need not be done at all. It has to be a very simple, joyous thing which should be said, you have brought something, just all right, give it nicely, happily. You don't have to say, I did this, better not give, Baba, keep it with yourself. It's like that. So, every time I'm going, I have to give you some sort of a message, and this time is that you enjoy yourself. Every time I say the same, enjoy yourself. I hope you understand why I say that. It's a mantra. It's the mantra today, that enjoy yourself. Yourself, your spirit. Enjoy your spirit. In Niranand, you should drench yourself into that. You'll be surprised, all so-called problems, all so-called pressures, all these things just will die out. It's your only mental conception, your mental ideas and the forms and systems from which you are coming out. That's why. You have certain ideas about people which is not true. They are all evolving, they are all coming out of it. Even the societies which are not Sajogis are changing. Around you, you are the one who are changing all these things. You see, like a little child, one little child, when he runs, he makes you so happy. Just that much is sufficient to make you happy. In the same way, so many Sajogis in England should change the society of England, no doubt. But let us see how much we have transformed, how much dynamism we have. Now, I have no problem as usual, but there's one thing that you could call a problem for England is Shuddhi camp. Now, Shuddhi camp to become Shuddhi camp needs people to work it out. But those people who have some talent should go, not everybody for a picnic. Still, it is not ready for picnic. It is ready for some work. People who want to go should enlist their names with Gavin or someone, or I think Dr. Spiro can look after that side. And you inform them that we would like to go and we can do this work. Go there and work it out. And I'm sure it will be a ready very soon for us to have picnics. But before having picnics, we have to work, and working itself is a picnic. Working itself is a picnic if you know how to enjoy it. Everything is picnic. Everything is enjoyment. Nothing is a pressure for you. Nothing is a dull thing for you. Nothing of the kind. So you are the one who can make the whole country very joyous and the whole world very joyous. May God bless you.
Mahamantra.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी
Thank you, Shimata ji, for this collective morning meditation. Thank you for all the blessing. Jai Shimata ji. Let's bow down to Shimata ji and take bandhan. We'll continue our morning meditation tomorrow, same time, 6 a.m. Jai Shri Mataji.